I wonder where the hours go, and to the shops along the way, thinking, what a lovely day. I do complain a little bit, but I thank God that I am fit to cope with all the daily tasks and help my friends when they ask. It gives me pleasure, there's no doubt, to be of use and thought about. When I was young and in my prime, I had a really good time. The fun, the laughter, the jokes we told, I never thought of growing old. That's what the children used to say, ready, steady, meet your Uncle Eddie. Ready, steady. My nephew's wee boy, he was about 5. He was just not at school, but that was the age for school. He'd go to Beverley's and his gran, and he'd come and see me. Now he was only 5. And he'd come in, Granny May, are you in, Granny May? I'd say, yes, I'm in. Hey, come a bit, Granny May. I said, well, I'll have a look and see. All right, Granny May, I'll wait. We used to have some good holidays. That's what I remember. That, and it was my father that made them good. And my mother and father together, they're good fun. So I say, like, these concerts, they're good fun.
There was myself and my sister. We grew up with my mum and dad, and we lived in what is now quite a rough area. It was a fairly rough area when we lived there, but it was a place that was all kind of tenement buildings. We had lots of neighbours in our buildings. Everybody all knew each other. There was lots of kids around that we all played with. Some of my best friends were from there. So what I remember from there is being out on my bike and going and getting lost forever. I would come home and there was everybody out looking for me. And I just remember being a bit wild back then and always rebelling. My sister always used to pretend that she was kind of clean cut and well behaved, but when people couldn't see, she was generally beating me up. But I remember my childhood being really happy. We didn't have a lot of money, but I don't ever remember feeling that we didn't have enough money. I always felt as if my mum and dad had never-ending amounts of money, and we were loved, and it was a happy place, a happy childhood. Kind of good. I look back on it now as being very carefree, and really I had a chance to kind of explore my boundaries. Something that now, like with my own daughter, I'm too frightened to let her have those kind of experiences going out on her own. Like when I was very young, we were going out and not with our parents and just really going where we wanted. And now we don't have that. So that's something that I feel bad for this kind of younger generation, is that there's a lot more control over them.
Probably the first time I was allowed to do something independent, like without my parents, because they would always kind of have to do everything with me. So then they started letting me walk home on my own, and now they're letting me go on sleepovers with friends on my own. So I think my happiest memory is being told that I'm getting more independence.
Every time I listen to Queen, it's my favourite band, every time I listen to them, I remember the first time my dad took me to go and see them, and it was in 2017, and I got them year before Christmas, and I opened them Christmas greeting and all sorts. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm actually going to see them. So every time I hear them, I think back to that and how even my dad was, excited to take me out, and he was like, 'cause that was my first concert, he was buzzing to take me out for something to eat and go to the show. And probably the second thing that's nostalgic would be when I hear the score for Spider-Man, the original ones, with Tobey Maguire. They really gave me goosebumps, because I I had the second one on DVD. I had them all on DVD like 5 times because I watched them that much when I was like a wee guy, and still to this day, like when I hear it, I just get goosebumps. So probably that's the first two that come to mind, I'd say.
I was standing at the bus stop one morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, with my friend. This young woman came into the bus stop. And I said to my friend, "Do you know who she is?" "I don't know," he said. "I'll try and find out." Eventually found out that she was actually only 10 minutes walk from my house to her house. And eventually I got talking to her and managed to take her out, and eventually became my wife. So.
The short story that affected me was Roald Dahl, and he had written, was it Tales of the Unexpected, and there was one, and it was called Lamb to the Slaughter. And I love that story. I love the fact that she just got one up on this husband who had just done such a terrible thing to her. It doesn't really apply to my life, but I like the fact that that was a strong woman, and I think strong women are very much a part of my life. My mum, my sister, grandmother. There's a lot of strong women in our family.
Home or in my auntie's house in India, because that's nice. They have very nice scenery, because we're on one of the highest floors, so you get to see. There was an elephant once. At least I thought it was an elephant, but then it turned out to be a cow. So it's just nice to be with family.
Definitely with my dad. Definitely like my mum, my dad, my uncle, my auntie, definitely them four. But mostly my dad, just because I just see a lot of myself in him, and like as cheesy it sounds, like if I'm like half of what he is when I'm 50, I'll be more than half of that.
There's a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to uproot, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to tear down and to build, and a time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, a time to dance, a time to tear, a time to mend, a time to be silent, and a time to speak, a time to love, and a time to hate, and a time for war, and a time for peace.
Leaves are falling to the ground. I see them fall. They make no sound. The autumn colours are so bright. Nature's colours, oh, what a sight. Nature's colours, gold and green, the most beautiful colours I've ever seen. The autumn sun is getting cold, but what a wonderful sight to behold. From my window I can see red berries on the round tree. The birds no doubt will have their fill during the cold winter chill.
I love spring. Spring is probably my most favourite, because that's when everything starts to spring to life again. All the little flowers come up and all the leaves are starting to come back on the trees again. So everything's coming back to life after being dormant through the winter. That's what I love the best.
Probably either winter for like dressing, as in like wearing clothes and that, because I feel like you can look a lot better in winter because you can like layer up and wear dark colours and that. But summer for like going out to the pub and that's always a plus.
The Bible did say, don't look back at the old days. Look forward to the new days that are coming. Well, there's a new kingdom coming, and we're waiting on it. And all the people who were killed in Gaza, they're waiting in the resurrection. That's the only hope that mankind has. Even if he doesn't believe it, it's still going to happen. So that should give you joy and happiness if you accept that Jesus Christ was dead and buried, rose from the dead, and says he's coming back again.
I hope I'm healthy enough to be able to get around. I think there's so many people who live that long and they're in pain every day and they can't get around, and it's just a miserable existence. So I just hope that if I get that far, that I'm fit and healthy. And if I don't, then I'm kicking up a storm in the afterlife somewhere.
I think that would be a privilege to live until 90. I wouldn't be upset about it.
So I think if I live to 95, I'd like to look back and think that, you know, I've lived life to the fullest. I've got a family that I'm leaving behind that I'm proud of. I've achieved, I'd like to think, everything that would come to mind with either career, friends, family, just things in general, just living life to the fullest and not having any regrets.
I'm just a retired person who's enjoyed life, but now that my husband's away, I don't feel very happy about living and mowing. I'm sitting here with nothing to do, constantly thinking of you. The laughter, the fun, the sadness too, was all part of loving you. My family we have are a real treasure. They fill our life with so much pleasure. You are gone, and I'm still here, but I will manage, do not fear. Life must go on, year by year, thinking of the family I hold dear.